I know we fucking with out the mud, man.
Hey,
Franklin
you know we
_
BENF. You know, you come around, and you ain't judging me, or no, or this nigga look like a bump the whole time. You don't even know. I know, blah blah blah. You know. But it's just like me being like this. It's just a cool day to me, a chill day to me. It's just how I am. It's how I like to be.
No question.
I don't even like to be motherfucking, you know, glad having a shit chain on, all that. But my mama ain't got no big crib yet. My siblings ain't eating how they want to eat yet. I can't do none of that until I get to where I need to be at. Then that's when I do that shit.
Not for sure.
Other than that, not doing that.
All right, what's going on, y'all? We back here with another episode of Out the Mud, and we right here with another special guest. We got Trey coming out of Capitol Heights, Maryland. You know, an up-and-coming content creator. So, introduce yourself real quick and let the people know what it is you do specifically.
Alright, yeah, my name Trey. Some people might know me as SBS Trey. Yeah, SBS Trey. Struggle Before Success CEO. I'm a content creator. I manage, you know, little artists and shit. I used to do that back when I was like 20 something, but you know, people wanted to, you know, they had, you know, needed management or whatever. But me, when I manage and network and put you into places that you need to be in.
You normally wouldn't be into. You the bridge, basically.
It's like I like seeing other people with besides myself. I got no competitive ass nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you see me, I'm by myself. But if I want to call people, everybody be right here. But at the same time, you gotta learn how to be yourself and be by yourself.
Yes, sir.
And
Solitude.
that way, you know, when people be like, when they see groups, they be like, man, them niggas, you know what I mean? It's somebody in that circle that need that protection. But you don't want to be that type of nigga that they'll look at. So that's why I ride dolo. I be dolo. But
and even still, if you move with a clique, you want to be able to be the person, like he said, to be able to move with the clique, but at the same time, you that same person, with or without them. Right? A lot of people, like he's saying, like, and I posted a clip about this earlier with Mano, like a lot of dudes, they be in groups because, you know, that group is one person. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them trying to portray or be whatever that is, cool, whatever, instead of just being themselves. And, you know, you got the clip of Javante Davis saying his father told him young, like, you know, when I see a group of dudes, I just think, oh, y'all soft. Because it's like a gang, an army. Not technically, but I get what you're saying, right? So let's start from your childhood, right? First of all, we're going to start right now. We in Capitol Heights, right? What's your history with this place? What you think of, you know, being in this specific spot? Off camera, you told me you got in your first fight right over here. Yeah,
right over there. I got in my first fight with my mans, Andrew and shit. Free Andrew. Like, it was just a small, you know, miscommunication. Niggas was heated. But that was like, you know, we was just young and dumb. And niggas let other niggas slice their heads up or whatever. And mind you, every time we get up to go to school, I'm coming to this nigga crib. Hey, bro, let's go to school. Mind you, me and him the only niggas that go to school together. So, like, other niggas that didn't go to school with us, they just like sliced everything, made us fight, whatever. We got to school, me and him got in the lunch joint, everybody, you know what I mean? We grouped up and shit. I'm telling him, I'm like, bro, you know, we got into it and shit, but is we gonna be beefing or you gonna be, you know what I mean? We brothers and shit. And, you know, we brothers. Like, still to this day, we brothers. But, you know, it's like, even with the niggas you grew up with, you ain't gonna always be around them niggas. And not only that, them niggas not gonna be on the same type of time as you on. So sometimes it's best alone just to be out the way. Like, that's how I am. I be out the way. I still got respect for them niggas, you hear me? But even if they talk down on me, it's still love. Because at the end of the day, you boosted me up, you hear me? You ain't really throwing no hate on my name, because if niggas know me, niggas know that I be cool and I be out the way trying to get the money, take care of my kids, and do what I gotta do. But like this place, every time I come here, bro, this shit is home to me. Real life, I realize I grew up here all my damn life, you know? But at the same time, you know, I went through my trials, tribulations. Even up there at the liquor store, realized I had a lady calling my mother because I wanted to play football, but whole time wasn't even there at that time. But I used to play football. If kids playing football in the street, you'll rather see a kid playing football in the street than a kid selling weed. So it's like, I didn't understand that at a young age, but I'ma still do what I love, play football. You know what I mean? She ain't stopped now. I probably got in trouble, but at the end of the day, I did something I love. Like, I done whoop niggas up the street. I done did a lot of shit, through shit. I done, you know what I mean, been on the block, but that block shit boring. Like, you see a nigga like me now, you're not gonna see me on no block or nothing. That shit is not it. It's really not. So let's that content shit. That's what you gonna see me at.
So let's piggyback a little bit, right? I don't want to go too far ahead. What was your household like, as far as like mom, pop, sibling? What was that like? And I'm asking you that because I want to start from the foundation, right? That led to the decisions you made outside of the home, right? So what was it like inside the house coming up as a kid?
Coming up as a kid, I'd say all the way up until like 7.
Okay.
7. My father just like left my mom and shit. But you know, growing up, having a dad from baby to 7, it was cool because he did little shit for me. But at the same time, I wish from like 7 to like, you know how I am now, I wish he was more there because I would have learned more than what I had to learn on my own.
Right.
So it's like basically learning shit on your own is more harder than learning shit when you have a father that's right there to carry you through that way.
Nah, for sure.
So it's like a whole difference. Like with me, yeah, I seen, you know, the weed and shit, seen that. Like I know how to get money, but at the same time, I've been around him at a young age to where I already done seen how that shit go.
Right. So was he in and out of jail?
Yeah. Okay. Like even when he went to jail, like shit was crazy. My mama tell you, I was going off, like I was wilding out, cause like I ain't got my dad around. Niggas got their dad around. Niggas talking shit. Like nigga had real life, you hear me? Stress going through it as a young nigga.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop you real quick, cause I want, you know, dig into the story a little bit. So as your father is, you know, not in your life, incarcerated or whatever, you got to deal with people at school clowning you about that. Yeah. So just the emotions you already dealing with him not being there on your own, you got to deal with this extra shit on top of that. And that caused you to more so have outlashes or breakouts or crashes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more so fights for real.
Fights, okay.
And like getting in trouble and shit.
Okay.
But it was just more so like him not being there. Like I'm like, damn, I can't really come home, go to my dad.
Right.
I can't do that. I can't even call him when I get in trouble no more.
Let me ask you this,
you know what I mean?
because youngins feel this. When you would be at school and you see, like let's say it's parent day or something, right? Or career day, right? And you see people might come with their father, or people, you got kids, their father dropping them off to school, picking them up, right? How did that make you feel in the moments when you saw that when he's not there?
Shit, that shit suck. Yeah. That shit suck. So I'm like, you know, everybody got their dad and shit, then it's just me.
Right.
I ain't got my father and shit. I gotta wait till he call on the jail, you know what I mean? Talk to him. But when I go and see him, it's like a I get to see my dad. But then once after I leave, that shit still suck, cause I'm like, then I can't go home with the nigga, but I can come and see the nigga. But even seeing him in there, it just made me, you know, not want to go in there, even though you know, niggas winning there, you know. But at the same time, it's just, you know, learning how to like
maneuver. Yeah,
maneuver through everything, and like not getting in the guns and getting into like being a full-time drug dealer or anything, like
getting too deep in the streets.
Like I ain't one of them type niggas. I'm one of them niggas that just, I'd rather just get money, take care of the people, and be off this earth. Like even Javante Davis, he was saying like even with the boxing shit, motherfuckers, you fight so damn long, it gets to a point you probably want to say fuck that shit, but at the same time you only saying fuck that shit because you really want to live your life. You're not living your life because everybody on you. But if nobody on you, then you can really do what you want to do. Like me, I can do what I want to do, but I know when I reach a certain type of level and a certain type of influence, I know for a fact I gotta take care of myself a certain type of way and be around, you know, further out, because at the same time people gonna hate, but that's just how life is. People gonna hate you, people gonna love you, but at the same time you gotta still do for you and your family, and people gotta understand and realize that fame, that influence, that shit don't come off for just, a motherfucker just making it. That shit not easy.
Yep.
Like, you see where niggas is at right now? This shit is not easy, but once you continue to grow and be like, you know what? Let me figure out what I gotta do in my life.
Yeah.
When you figure out what you gotta do in your life, everything else is gonna follow itself. Yeah. Because if you
gonna fall in line.
You hear me? If you keep motherfucking, all right, I gotta get this done. If you keep knocking your checklist out, it's no telling what you can do further down the line. And people think networking is wrong. Networking is not wrong, because at the same time, you never know who you're gonna meet. And at the end of the day, I done met endless people. But at the same time, I didn't still, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, you still gotta grow. And you still gotta work on yourself, because at the same time, you can have all that fun, but you still got little stuff that you not gonna say on camera. But at the end of the day, if you know yourself, then you know what you gotta do, let alone to keep making sure your success keep going up. Like, but at the same time, people gotta work on themselves. People gotta take notice and be like, I gotta go get anger management. That's something I did. I went and got anger management, and that shit taught me a lot. I'm not gonna hold you. It might cost me, but it taught me a lot, where I know when people trying to mess with me and trying to make me be a certain type of way and try to say I'm this, I'm that whole time, is because they what's that shit? They
projecting.
It's projecting.
It's like they going through their own shit.
But they don't want to put their own stuff on. You know what I'm saying? So they basically throw everything that they can be on themselves on you, and make sure, you know, they ain't got to worry about that shit. But later down the line, they still got to worry about things. It might not happen right now, but later, it will show. But at the same time, as long as you be yourself, you're gonna always get ahead of the next person. Because at the same time, if they focusing so much on you, they gonna be so lost to where they ain't gonna know which way to go, and
they ain't even taking care of what they got to take care of, because they so worried about you. For sure.
And that's the way life is. Like,
okay, so nah, you said a lot right there, right? And that's a lot to unpack, but that's facts, right? And I just want to piggyback, and I just want to add on to that, you know, because we're off camera, we talked about balance, right? And that's what we're going to get into right now, is balance, right? So with, you know, you got the people that's, you know, maybe calling you all the time, need favors, talking down on you. You got your haters, your supporters, and then you got the work that you got to do to take care of your responsibilities too, right? And you only one person dealing with all of that, right? And so that's where balance comes in. Now, balance ain't something you just wake up one day and you get, but it is a process that at some point you can manifest, right? And part of doing that is just taking time, sitting back, like you said, having that checklist, know what your day-to-day, you know, things to do is, and just making time for yourself and, you know, your priorities. Like we talked about earlier, kids been at the top of that list, right? Put your kids at the top of that list, and then everything else just falls in line under that, right? And if it ain't got nothing to do with that, right? So like if you got to go to work, or you got to, you know, make your content, whether you make music, you an artist, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is you do, right? You prioritize those things, and then all the stress or whatever people trying to put on you, the extras, they gotta, you know, they just gotta fall, you know, you gotta just separate them, right? They gotta, live your own life, right? And so I want to add something. You said your father been incarcerated, right? So my mother got locked up, I want to say the 8th grade summer. So I finished 8th grade, going through the summer, transitioning to the 9th grade. That summer she got locked up, right? And she was gone for 15 months. So she missed my whole 9th grade year, right? And then she just had my little sister. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Them emotions that you felt, I didn't feel those emotions, right? Because I was a little older. I probably was like 13 going into 14 or something like that, 14 years old when she got arrested, and then having my little sister. So for me, it was like, you know, okay, let me take care of what I need to take care of while she gone. Because my mother was like the glue, you know what I'm saying? I had my older brother and sister, but they live in their own life doing them. So I'm the one that's like, okay, I'm gonna make sure my little sister straight. I'm gonna make sure everything that's, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold down what I can, because I'm still the baby brother, right? While she gone. So back to you though, right? So what about your mom? We didn't talk, you know, you didn't get into your mother or any siblings. What was your relationship like with them?
Like with my mother, it's like on and off, because you know, I'm the youngest kid, I'm the youngest child.
Right.
So
of how many?
Like, I got one on my dad's side, and then I got my older sister, but she got a different dad. But Okay, I got called. It's my sister, but I'm gonna be respectful. My brother. But as a kid, that was my sister. But as I got older, she won. So I call my brother now.
Okay.
So I got 2 brothers and 1 sister. Well, got 2 brothers and 2 sisters.
So it's 5 of y'all all together?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know, growing up with them, man, we was fighting like crazy in that house. We was fighting like shit.
Okay.
Like, man, like I fought my brother so many times. My sister, we rarely fought, but them two, my sister, my brother, they fought like crazy. But like, everybody else, like my older sister and my dad's side sister, they ain't really want to really get to it.
Right.
But you know, growing up, like my mom, it was hard because like she expected so much out of me.
Right.
So you know, watching her, you know, deal with my older sister to my brother to my other brother, and then it got to me.
Yeah.
Everything that I seen beforehand, I was just like, I can't let that happen to me.
Right. And that's wisdom, right?
Yeah,
so
like I can't let that happen to me. And then, you know, like she thought a nigga like me was gonna be out here selling drugs, doing crazy stuff, getting into bad stuff the whole time. Yeah, but it's like I'm not one of them types. Like even my aunt had told her, you should be proud that your boy ain't out here selling drugs. But she didn't catch on to that until later on. I'm like, yeah, I might have smoked weed, but smoking weed didn't put
you could be doing pills, you could be doing this, that, and the third. Right.
None of that stuff.
And it's like two, right? And it's to the parents, right? You gotta remember how you was as a child, right? Some of us was knuckleheads as kids, we was assholes, we stayed in trouble, right? So when you have kids, you have to have compassion and humility, patience, and you have to have understanding. And you gotta also be able to have, what's the word? Self-reflection, I should say. Understand yourself, right? Because when you do that, I'm gonna use myself as an example. It might be a situation where my daughter, she might want me to do something for her. I might tell her no, she might flip out. But I don't take it personal. I don't go like, who you think you talking to? I understand you mad. I just told you something you don't like and you mad.
My daughter and my son.
Yeah, so however you feel, I get it. Let it out, do your thing. Yeah. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna whoop you because you mad. Because you got adults that need their ass whooped when they carry certain situations a certain way. You know what I mean? Immature, right? Yeah. But yeah, okay, I just wanted to add that in there. But okay, so what got you into making content in the first place?
Sure. Not even gonna lie, like what got me into making like content is basically
and for the people that don't know, after you answer that question, let them know what kind of content you make.
Alright. Basically what got me in doing content was just like, it's something different out my comfort zone. Yeah. Not only that, it's like the good energy working with good people that want to do the same thing you're doing, and then it's like it make you want to go even more hard because it's just like, damn, if you working with somebody consistently, it's like shit. You get what I'm saying? It's like a wake up, hey bro, hey you free? You get what I'm saying? Like even when I was working with J2 Funny, like even to this day, even if I was to call this man and be like, hey bro, let's work, he gonna be like, let's go, what day you free? And then, you know, we had our run-ins to where life happened. Right. And, you know, we had a good run. Right. And we still gonna have a run once, you know, everything get to where it need to be. Because, you know, people still gotta deal with life situations. Yeah. You can't just, all right, we think we're gonna have something going, and then next thing you know, things happen. But we, as people, we understand. Let me add into that real quick, right? I wanna say this to everybody, right, that's in the content field. Whether you do music, you're an athlete, you're a DJ, you artist, designer, whatever you do, you make content, you need content, streamer, whatever, right? You have people that might have certain responsibilities, or you might need to do certain things for you that you have to understand. Outside of what you need done for you, they have their own responsibilities, right? So if you're working with a cameraman, a producer, engineer, whatever, and you need certain songs or work back, I'm sure that you're not the only person they have work to do for, right? And even outside of just everyday life, people have responsibilities. People got kids, people got jobs, other, you know, priorities that they got to do around what they're doing. And you can't just, you know, it's selfish to assume that somebody, all their time should just go to you, right? That's selfish. So you just, you know, for people that's like that, you know, have some patience, some understanding, communicate a little better. If you is waiting on something back, it's a way to do it. It's a way to go about it, right? Everything ain't got to be hurry up or it's about me. You got to meet people halfway, right? Coexist with people. But yeah, so, okay, so being that you didn't have your father, right? Oh, no.
Let them know what kind of content you make.
I don't know what kind of content I make.
Yeah.
So basically, like, I ain't gonna hold you. It don't even be no, like how can I put it?
Cause you do interviews in a sense.
Yeah, I do
right?
interviews. I do public interviews where I ask like certain type of questions.
Yeah.
That's not gonna ask the questions. I'm the one that's gonna ask the questions. But like the content, like it be fun. It be me just having the person that I'm networking with.
Yeah.
We just have certain little ideas and like we just do like stuff that really happened, but we just act it out. But in reality, nobody really know that.
Right.
At the same time,
right.
Let it be known, but people still gonna mess with it regardless, no matter how it is or how you play it out to be.
Right.
But it be real life situations to where it be fun to us, and next thing you know, you just never know where your video might go.
Listen, I'm gonna say this because I'm in the same field, right? That's honestly one of the best things about doing this, bro, is the people that you meet. And I've had the blessing of not running into no wild niggas, right? Up until this point, everybody I done linked up with been official. They held it down. They showed a nigga love, you know what I'm saying? Solid. Oh, snap. They kept it solid with me, right? But that's the best part, y'all, when you go meet people like, for example, cookouts, right? You be at events, you hear me? They offering you food, smokes, whatever, drinks, you good. Like, you one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's love. But that's one of the best things about this, y'all, that y'all probably won't understand because y'all don't do it. But that's one of the best things, the type of people you meet, and then the relationships you'll get. It's like a spider web. You'll do an interview with somebody, then meet somebody through them. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that know them. You know what I'm saying? It just go like that and it just keep going. And then before you know it, you just meet a whole bunch of people and it's love. So, nah, for sure. I just wanted to put that out there because I agree with that. Okay, so let's talk about the neighborhood, right? We got into, your first fight was right here, football at the liquor store, right? Yeah. But let's talk about what was the everyday life like for me when I came outside. You know what I'm saying? Depends on who outside. We playing, running around, whatever. We have little games we play or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some little bullshit here and there, but we having fun as kids. So what was like as far as on the fun side? What y'all get into, as kids out here?
Sure, as kids, man. Everybody come here like we realize we even run 5-on-5. Mind you, I'm not no basketball nigga or nothing. I play football, but sure, everybody like to do it, you hear me?
Yeah.
Man, run 5-on-5 to this joint every day. You'll see the kids playing on, the playground, whatever. But now, I don't know what it is now. It's just like everybody feel unsafe now. Yeah. Because they see what's going on, the carjackings, the breaking in houses.
That happened a lot around here?
Hell yeah. Man, one time somebody broke into our house not too long ago, bro. It was like years ago, but they broke into our shit. Yeah. Like, took a whole TV. Yeah.
While y'all was there?
Nah, we was gone.
Okay.
But realize took a whole TV, then it's like, your AC units, them little joints that be in the back of the houses.
They take those, this worth some good money. They worth some good money for sure.
Man, they took one of them joints. They took one of them joints and like everybody in the neighborhood had to, realize had to get cameras around this thing, cause so, it's just going crazy around here now. But like back then, it wasn't none of that. Everybody playing on the playground or playing basketball or they playing football. Like that's how it was. But now it's dead now. I don't know what it is now.
I want to add something to that, right? So when I was living in Southeast in middle school, we was living in Randall Hill, which is on 6th Street, right up from Trent Pop, right on top, next neighborhood over. So one day I come outside. My uncle lived in the building right next to us, right? So one day I come outside, I ain't got no socks and shoes on. Something just happened, but I ran outside, I'm geeking, you hear me? Dang. So I come outside, my uncle right there. So he like, nigga, why the fuck you ain't got no socks and shoes on, nigga? He said, you gonna come out here, step on the needle, catch AIDS, ball up and die, right? Man. But he wasn't saying it like, oh, I hope that happened, but he's saying that to me in that sense of like, nigga, be careful. Like anything can happen and you out here with no socks, so I'm gonna take it to the dramatic so you understand this why, and I've never done it again, right? Then it's another situation because I came from Maryland, the Southeast, right? Yeah. I said it was something like how you said the kids might not come outside because they worry about what might go on in the neighborhood. So us not knowing, we just hearing what's talked about. I said something to the sense of like, just me got to be careful when I'm moving around. And he was like, nigga, if you think you're gonna get robbed, you're gonna get robbed. And that's all he said, and I got it as soon as he said it. So in a sense, right? why we going back to why the kids might not come outside. They might think something gonna happen, right? You come outside with the mindset that you think something gonna happen. Little do you know, in a way, you attracting that energy, or you bringing that energy to you. Right, so it's like if you walk past a group of dudes and you in your mind, as soon as you see them, like, oh shit, they might do something to me. Your body language might show it, right? You might be looking down as you walk, and you might not say what's up as you walk. Something a little weird, and them niggas might pick up on that. Oh, shorty, that might make them want to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? So him saying that at a young age is just, okay, yeah, nah, I'm not even thinking like that. So that's why when I might move a certain way, and niggas might be like, oh, I'm not even thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to add that to that. So but nah, cause the kids need to bring y'all ass outside. Basically, y'all need to come outside, be kids, enjoy. There's kids out there right now. There's 2 of them back there playing, right? Like come outside.
That's like what we needed to be, like more kids being able to like get off the game and like be able to enjoy life. Like this right here, this is where you meet new people. For sure. You meet new friends. For sure. You might not be in the same school as them, but at least you know when you come home, like, hey, I can hit up Martin, or I can hit up Jay, or I can hit up Jordan, or something like that. Y'all can come out here and play basketball. Oh, I want to add this too while we talking about this. That's important. You just said that, right? Yeah. Kids, right? And to parents, teach our kids this, right? The purpose of going to school is, yes, you want to get your education, but the main purpose of going to school is to network, right? From elementary, middle school, high school, build relationships, build friends, and nurture those relationships. Grow up, and you know, once y'all graduate or going to college, y'all might go to school together or go to different schools, but y'all still in the same network. And if you got people around you from a child that's on the same thing, y'all want some positive stuff, y'all want to do something with your life, and y'all got a good circle, y'all gonna manifest that. Versus if you hanging with knuckleheads all the time, you're gonna be on some knucklehead shit, right? So the main thing is, from a child, and put this into y'all kids' head and still this young, let them know, like, the main thing about going to school is networking. A lot of us didn't know that as kids. We didn't take advantage, or even, you know what I mean? But we know that now, so now we gotta make sure they're aware of that, right? Network. That's really what college for. Network, relationships. I brought my kids out here, like, people my age, like, I'm 26 years old, but people my age, people didn't get right here. You know what I'm saying? We lost a lot of people before they didn't even get to a certain type of age. We making it to the certain type of age and bring my kids to where I grew up at.
That shit means something.
You hear me? That mean a lot to me to see them having fun playing on the playground. Like, that's memories in my phone. But it's like, I want them to learn, like, y'all can come outside freely. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially when they with you. Man, for sure.
Like, I'm gonna bring my kids. I'm gonna let them see, like, you get what I'm saying?
Your kids should always feel safe with you. I don't care where you at.
Safe with you,
you's a wild man. If your kids don't feel so safe with nobody, they should feel safe with you. They should be able, I don't care what it is, somebody might be treating them wrong, they should feel comfortable calling you so you can handle that. You see what I'm saying? If something go wrong, they should know I could call mom and your daddy to take care of that. Y'all gotta be the first enforcers for your kids, for sure.
Facts. And then it's like, with me being, you know, how I was as a kid, I'm like, shoot, now that I got kids, it's a whole different ball game. Like, I love the shit out of my kids, but it's like, at the same time, I know how it is being a father and having, you know, going through them issues. Like, it's crazy, but at the same time, it's like, as long as you know that you're doing the right thing, the right results gonna continue to happen. And not only that, you're gonna continue to get blessings, because all you want to do is be in your kid's life. But if the baby mom making it hard for you to be in the kid's life, shoot, I done went through risk after risk for my kids, like crazy work. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you this, I never miss a birthday. Never miss a birthday, and I'm not gonna miss one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care, push come to shove, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to be there. You know what I mean? Like, that's all it is. Like, once I became a father, I just learned that what I went through as a kid, I can't put my kids through that same thing, because at the same time, they gonna grow up how I grew up, and I don't even want that. But it's like, people don't see that until later down the line, then they like, damn, this nigga was right. Yeah, I was right all along, but you never give a nigga that want to be in their kid's life a chance to be in their kid's life and actually do what a father's supposed to do. Mind you, if your father ain't do what they had to do, that's on them. You can't hold that against the father that's being a father to your kids, because at the end of the day, I'm not your dad. You see the kids getting what that's our kids. You should be happy for our kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's just, we being young parents, we have to still be able to be understanding to each other.
So I want to get into this real quick, right?
Yeah.
Because you unpack a lot, right? And I'm glad you are, because I like outspoken people like you, because I don't have to say much. You know how to tell your story and paint the picture, and also drop your gems in there at the same time, right? Mm-hmm. The one thing I want to mention too, because for the viewers that they don't know, because we had an off-camera conversation as well. Your father not being there, right? You had a grandfather in your life. Right. Yeah. So what did that do for you? And what I mean by that is him being there and the replacement for your father. Mm-hmm. Did it fill that void? Was it like a Band-Aid? And what are the things he did for you?
I want to say it was like he filled that void. I kind of feel as though like as him being that grandfather figure. Mm-hmm. If I'm your grandson, I'm coming to you knowing that my father, he just like, it's just a young nigga coming, mm-hmm. he want to see what guidance is, but he didn't put me into, all right, you gotta get in the game of selling weed. He never gave me that. Right. He got in the game of, you want to make some money? All right, wash these trucks. Yep. Man, I was talking every Sunday. Yep. Hey, granddad, you need them trucks washed? Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on. Mm-hmm. Man, go up that joint. No matter what time it is, mm-hmm. cold. If it's mm-hmm. cold out there, he still want his truck washed. You hear me? I'm like, shoot, I'm young. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad I didn't take the selling weed route or being out here and want to be in the group and fit in with people. I'm glad I took that route to where I learned and understand the money ain't gonna come easy. You gotta go work for it. But when I got into a real job, I understand that and learned that shit. But it's like, shoot, he got his own business. Right. I'm thinking, okay, now that if I work this job and save this amount of money, but I'm young. But if I would've, everything I know now, if I would've learned that then, right, I would've been a millionaire way longer. Right. But just him teaching me certain things that I need to know in life, and he had baby moms out of baby moms out of baby moms, so it's like I seen it, but you also gotta go through it yourself. Right. So in order for you to have a story and let it be known, like, yeah, this person told me this, but when I went through it, this is how everything went. Yep. Like, you don't always gotta be right, but if y'all can get an understanding, it'll be perfect for the kids. And not only that, hold on. Because I'm with you 100%. Yeah. I hear everything you're saying. I'm right here with you. Mm-hmm. It might go over people's heads, right? Yeah. So you just said something about understanding, right? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people might not understand what you mean. So what he's saying is, when he say understanding, right? Let's say it's two people that disagree with each other, right? Yeah. I have my perspective and they got their perspective. We're gonna use me and you as an example, right? Mm-hmm. We got our own perspective about whatever the topic is, right? Yeah. Now, I might not agree with him, and he might not agree with me, but I understand where he coming from, and he understand where I'm coming from, and we agree to disagree. Versus, I'm not trying to hear what you saying because it ain't what I'm saying, or because you don't agree, fuck you. No, right? So I just wanted to put that in there. Yeah, I wanted to put that in there. And when I say like understanding, it's like when we get into it, we trying to fight to get to the solution. Right. You're not trying to fight the It ain't me versus you, it's me and you versus this problem. Let's figure this out. Exactly. Yes, sir. It's like, I might feel a certain type of way, I might be mad about something, but I also want to hear what you out. But if we can't, man, and those are the worst conversations, bruh, where you the one that's willing to listen, and but they on, you know what I mean? I'm willing to hear what you got to say, and I'm willing to, you know what I'm saying, hear you out and then have my input. But as soon as you start saying something, the moment you say something they don't agree with, or they got to budge in, or they got to cut you off, they got to talk over you. Nah, I feel that. I feel that for sure. Like, I be trying to like hold certain things because it's just like it be crazy, and then I just be looking at like my kids. I'm like, yeah, if we not thinking about the kids, then what are we doing? Right. If you not understand that you gotta. But nah, so, and everything we talking about, right, these are things
men deal with on a daily, right? That a lot of people, really women, don't understand, that might be on our minds, so why we might not be, or in your mind, locked in or focused, or you know what I mean? It's just things that we deal with internally because we want to accomplish so much and we feel like we got to take care of so much. All this pressure and weight we put on our shoulders, sometimes it'll cause you to, you know, stand still, or, you know, need some alone time, or just not want to talk, or, you know what I mean? You need your space, you know what I mean? But these are things that we're talking about right now that the average man goes through, and a lot of them don't talk about, and that could lead to suicide, that could lead to alcohol, man, you know, a drug addict or alcoholism, you know, anything, right? Things like this that we talking about, that can, you know, that can cause somebody to crash just having all this weight on their shoulders. So yeah, you know, and that goes back to having balance, you know what I mean? So for sure. So what's your intention, I should say, for the people?
What's my intention?
What's your intention, like with the content, you know what I mean? Like what you want to, you know, what you want to leave for the people, you know what I mean? I know you're still early on in your career, but just going into it, right, being that you fresh, so the people can know what to look forward to. Like, this is what to look forward when you see my content.
My intention is basically for the ones, it's for everybody, but it's for the ones that you don't know that can really be something.
Right.
The ones that,
the underdogs.
Yeah, them underdogs. It's like, it's for them to realize and know, like, you like, I was one of them. I was the underdog.
Yeah.
But as I got older and started developing myself and like seeing that, oh, I can really go somewhere with this stuff if I just, you know, be consistent.
Gaining that confidence.
Like, if I say this, like, having kids motivated me a lot.
Yep.
And when I took it serious.
How old was you when you had your first child?
She was like, what, 21.
And then your second one, how old was you?
22.
22. Oh, so you had them back to back.
Yeah.
Okay. So you talking about being serious. Yep.
Yeah. So once after I had my kids, I started really being serious and taking everything that I was doing seriously. And then that's when I realized that's where the problems became. Right. Because like, people never really know that once you have a kid, it's not about you no more. Right. It's about the kids. So it's like, I done went through a lot being there for my kids, but at the same time, I know my kids understand that they're gonna go through whatever, he gonna do whatever it takes, but he really the one that, you know, he love us. Yeah, he love us like shit. Like, I love the shit on my kids.
And that's all that matters.
Like, I really love the shit on my kids.
Listen to me. That's all that matters.
Like, I be telling my mother, like, I can't do certain shit for you because I gotta do for them. But if I do for you,
you taking from them.
They ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I seen the way things was going, I had to break that barrier, because I'm like, nah, I gotta focus on them, because I'm like, at the end of the day, if you was more so focused on me and making sure, all right, he need to, you know, get up, do this every day, then maybe I probably would have like, you know what I'm saying? But she missed out on certain things that I really want her to be on. Like, like, even my last game, we had senior day. I was mad. I realized I had to walk with my teammate and his folks. So imagine senior day and you walking with
somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at my father and mad at my mother. But I'm walking with, like, I love the shit out of them too. But it's just the point of,
the principle. Y'all should be here. I feel that.
Y'all came after the fact and y'all seen how I acted, but it was just that was just the one moment that we all could have shared together, and then I'm sharing it with. For sure. So it was just like, certain things. Yeah, I don't fault my mom for what she did, but I feel as though if we not understanding each other, and all, like, I understand the parents gonna be right. Okay, I get that, I understand that. But if we older, we can come to understand to where you can say how you feel and I can say how I feel, and then we can find a solution to where we can go and move better on. And then that's what people don't be wanting. They don't be wanting you to tell them the truth. They be wanting you to more so be on their side and and sugarcoat and
tell them what they want to hear.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But it's just like, with me, I'd rather be fully 100 with you than me fake it out and be like,
listen,
kumbaya. Like,
okay, so I'm gonna help you with that, right? This is how I go about it, right? Regardless of who it is, right? if I can't be honest with you, or if when I'm being honest with you, you can't take it, or at least an argument, or I just won't talk to you. Now, that don't mean if we around each other, I'm gonna disrespect you, I'm gonna be rude, you speak, I'll speak. We can coexist, but I'm good. Because you done already showed me being myself is not, you know, we can't, you know what I mean? It's too much for you. So I'm cool. And like I told you earlier, my tone is the same when I talk. I don't get too loud, I don't get too low. It's the same when I'm talking to you. So if I'm telling you something about yourself, I'm not gonna scream at you. I'm not gonna call you out your name, talk down. I'm gonna just tell you what it is. That was some, you know what I'm saying? That was some other shit. I don't like it. Please don't do it again. That's simple. So if I can't tell that to you, or if I can't tell it to you and you get offended, like I'm supposed to just be cool with whatever the fuck you do to me, no, it don't work like that. What gives you the right to feel like you can make me feel awkward or any type of way, and I'm supposed to just take it and just move on regardless of who you is?
Yeah, that's why I be most of the time, and I be like, sometimes it's just like, okay, you might not understand this time, but later down the line, you might understand. But if you don't understand once we have another conversation, then it's just like, all right.
Yeah, because if I tell you something and you keep doing it, you're basically saying fuck me over and over again, which is another form of disrespect.
Yeah, and then I'm like, don't get it mistaken or misconstrued. Like, I love this.
For sure. We all gotta, of course.
Like, I love the shit out of my mom.
For sure.
But that's just certain things me and my mom went through.
Yep.
But at the same time, I know for a fact, I just gotta have a different conversation with her to where she can be in that conversation and then lighten up. So
show her this.
Huh?
Show her this.
Yeah.
When this come out, show her this, and now she can really hear you out, see where you coming from. Yeah. Because me listening to you, you didn't say anything disrespectful, right? You didn't say anything derogative. You just basically put the experiences or how she, whatever she did, how it made you feel, right? And that's okay, right? And that's a form of therapy, right? And that's kind of what the content does for us too, you know what I mean? It's like therapy, like having conversations.
And then it's like, it gets you to a point to where it's like, you can get back to being happy and
wholesome,
having, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, once you be around another person, you don't always want to bring what you go through to them, but you also want to have that energy to where it's like nobody even know what the hell you even going through.
Let's stop that, because you saying shit, bro. I don't want to move too fast. I want to stay there, right? Because you saying shit, bro. That's what I love this. So he just said, right, if let's say somebody, we're gonna use a girlfriend as an example, or boyfriend. It's for men and women, it's not just for men. Let's say your boyfriend or your girlfriend, before you leave the house to go to work, y'all get into an argument, they throw you off, right? So now you go to work, you're not in the mood, you're not feeling it, you pissed off because what just happened in the house, which is in that other area, and now you're bringing it to your job, and now somebody coming to you, they don't know what just happened, and they got all this energy, excited to see you, and they like, hey, what's going on, what's up? And you just like, Mo, I'm not in the mood right now. You brush them, like they ain't got nothing to do with what you just went with, but you gonna bring that over to them, like they say, misery loves company, right? But no, that's what that means. So if you having a bad day, now it's okay to let people know you're having a bad day, but you don't got to carry that energy over to them. You know what I'm saying? You can still speak and be like, look, today not in the mood, but that you don't got to, you know, throw shade or, you know what I'm saying, give out hate or nothing. But nah, okay, that's all. I fuck with that. You saying shit.
But nah, like, man, it's like, that's just something that be to the point where it's like, once after I just focus on content, everything else, it matters. Yep. But it matters when you know I gotta deal with it. Right. But if I'm not dealing with that and everything running smooth, things be on the go. Like, I'm gonna take y'all to where it really all began. Real for real. So if you wanna go right there, we go.
Alright, we about to head there right now, y'all. We'll be right back.
Better go right there. But yeah, like, man, growing up as a kid, like we come down here, y'all see this long little hall, whatever they call it, hill, whatever. Nah, we used to come walk down this joint every day. But really better take you where it all began, at, like, you know, how it all started with kids that they link up with each other, be on the neighborhood, be on the block as they call it. This our block where we was at. I'm gonna take y'all to it. Damn, it feel like a long walk. Got backpedal. I ain't did no backpedal in a minute.
That was cool right here, that live right here. His son used to come out play basketball with us right here. This Jane, man, the little dogs that come out there just start barking. But, man, I ain't gonna hold you. It was a funny little story right here. So mind you, little carry out, we ordered from a carry out. Man, kids, we hungry on the block. Little carry out nigga came down this thing. He's like, where y'all at? We down there right here. You see how they changed all this. This joint was just like how them houses was. You can see how this joint look way better than everybody.
Nah, for sure. Right, for sure. This joint big as shit.
This joint way different. This joint was really trenched out. Like, this where the white boys was at. The white boy lane. We used to sit like right there before how they got it right now. We used to be right here. Smoking and chilling right here. Little carry out nigga pull up. Niggas had fake money, you know what I mean? Like, niggas know about the fake money. We just trying to eat though.
Right.
Man, we're like ran all with the food on the man, you hear me? But hey, that's just, you know, how it is growing up right here though. But we used to always come right here just chilling. But y'all can see now they done changed it up, made it look nice. I don't know who lived right here. Yeah. But Andrew used to live right here. I used to run down this joint, go right to Andrew's crib before whoever moved right there. And this how it is. It's the neighborhood for us. Right?
Have you ever been locked up as a youngin? As a youngin? Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay, good,
ain't get me as a youngin.
Okay. But you've been arrested before as an adult?
Yeah, as an adult, yeah, because, you know what I'm saying, but that's just how it is. Just, you know, when you've been out the way for so long, it's just one person that get you jammed up and some shit. But you know, I still love, you know, that's still love over there. But you know, that's just how it is. This the neighborhood for y'all. Yeah, shit, we gone. Just wrap it up for real, for real. All right. This our neighborhood. This where, you know, everything happened at. Shoot, matter of fact, right there, that house right there. Man, my brother was beefing. Whoever he was beefing with, man, we fucked that house up. Not gonna hold you. About my brother, about my siblings, all them, for sure. He is not playing. Anybody that played with us, they know, like,
I feel that.
You know, we had our group, but you know, that just sound we did, but it's more shit we did, but right here, it's just mainly where everything happened.
Yeah, this the ground turf. This where you. How old would you say? Man, actually, we're gonna finish off with this. How old would you say? I know you say you weren't really in the street, but you was outside.
Yeah,
I know you did some little shit when you was young. We're gonna get into it, but like, how old would you say when you first really got out there into the knucklehead? You know, jumped off the porch. I say.
Shit, like 11.
11. Okay.
11.
Okay.
And then it was like, but mainly, I'm running with my siblings.
For sure.
And then we got friends, so it wasn't more so I was hanging around anybody. It was more so the neighborhood. Like we'd go, you know what I mean? You just was at the court, that's where everybody was at. And then, you know, that's when shit just, you know, but it's all love to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Quan, Jug, Mari, Devo. You know, my siblings, my main siblings, you know, Vern, Tish, you know. And then not only that, shout out to you know, my artists. It was what's up? You see, I'm old enough, people still remember niggas, you hear me? Like, you know, shout out to Pressure Mo, shout out to 50 Watt, shout out to Trey 5,
for sure.
Shout out 9 Millie, shout out Baby Nino, shout out Tato Jug, shout out everybody that I'm locked in with. Shout out Young and Solid, Will. Shoot, I can go down a whole list. Greg, shoot, who else?
Okay, real quick.
Everybody, yeah.
Okay, I want to make sure you finish first.
I want to shout out to everybody that's rocking with me. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with me. Shout out J-Rock, Pat, Trey, shoot, everybody. Shout out everybody. You know
okay, so real quick before we close out, I do want to say this. I appreciate you fucking with me. You know what I mean? Appreciate you coming out. And
shout out ProperProductionz for sure.
Nah, for ProperProductionz.
ProperProductionz.
Just out the mud. Nah, no question. No question. So real quick, cause you know we gotta talk about some music in a sense. This is how we gonna close out. Your top 5 or top 10, however many you got in the
my top
DMV.
5?
In the DMV.
DMV? Shoot. Damn. And I'ma go off who I was listening to, and it ain't nobody on none of that, but I was listening to Tato Jug, I got Baby Nino, 50 Watt, Mikey B, I Millie, Eleanor Lee, LD Pressure, I got Fat Doe, I got Bo, and Dime. I'ma get somebody I realize I mess with, but he just like lost his life, Knucklehead. Yeah, I mess with him.
Long live Knucklehead, yeah.
Yeah, long
Real
live
life.
Knucklehead. He realized I came to my cousin joint perform. You know, my cousin James lost his life to gun violence. You know, niggas trying to get his shoes, the red Jordans, everybody know about them joints. Realized lost his life. But you know, bro, realized came, show love. Like that's one thing I remember. Like that right there. You hear me? You know, long live James, man. Long live James, man.
For sure.
So we wrap it up right there.